Dad was half Chinese and half Hawaiian, and my mother is Swedish.
Wow. Like Queen?
Singapore, Colin's wedding.
I wish I could find a word to describe her. Exotic, that's the word. These last 2 months have been very, very beautiful.
I am just over-eager for your safety.
There was something about the first clip that it took me a hot second, and I was like, wait, is this like live action Aladdin?
All the plots is something that I have to kill you to keep you.
But the female actress seems really, really familiar. Is it Anna May Wong?
The Thief of Baghdad, and this came out in 1924. It's an American silent swashbuckler film, meaning that there's a lot of sword fighting in there. And this is one of the many stories that's included in the 1001 Nights, which is a collection of the Middle Eastern folktales. So the storyline goes that a thief falls in love with the Princess of Baghdad, and then eventually like shipment and to conceal to go into the castle. So the princess is actually waiting to be married off to one of the 3 princes. There's a prince of Persia, prince of the Indies, and then prince of Mongols. But the Mongol prince actually has a scheme planned. And so Anna May Wong's character is actually a Mongol slave, and she's placed in the palace as their spy. So you see that Anna May Wong's character is poisoning the princess, and the Prince of Mongol finds this secret apple that's supposed to kill someone. So that's what they're trying to plot, is to kind of take over Baghdad. It's an American pre-code. Pre-code just means that this time period of 1927 to 1934, where sounds are finally adopted into the films, and they're also following a lot of guidelines laid out in the Hays Code. And it's a crime mystery film directed by Lloyd Carrigan, and it stars Anna May Wong as Princess Lingmoy and Setsu Hayakawa as Aki, the Chinese detective. Princess Lingmoy never knew that Fu Manchu was her father, and Fu Manchu is this evil villain that people thought were killed 20 years ago, but it's actually still alive. Princess Lingmoy and Fu Manchu finally reunite, and Fu Manchu ends up getting killed. And so Princess Lingmoy needs to avenge her dad. So she's playing friendly with Aki.
The stereotype of a villain. And I can't believe how popular she was during those pre-war period.
She's painted as like very dainty, because since we're talking about stereotypes, Asian women are usually just seen as like, oh, they're dainty, fragile, delicate. The fragility really diminishing their character. I don't see a growth in like the dynamic of the role that she could have been playing. Still very submissive.
If you're unconvinced a particular plan of action I've decided is the wisest, tell me so. But allow me to convince you, and I promise you right here and now, no subject will ever be taboo. Except, of course, the subject that was just under discussion. The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negative is, I collect your fucking head. Just like this fucker here. Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time!
Kill Bill! I was like, Lucy Liu? Okay, here we go.
Well, the familiarity is the samurai woman, and compared to other film, this one, well, either she's a villain again, but she has to use her martial arts skill to command.
So Lucy Liu plays the role of Oren Ishii, and she's an assassin that betrays Beatrix Kiddo. Beatrix Kiddo is the one in the yellow and black tracksuit who's trying to kill her. You see Lucy Liu's character as a fearless leader. She's not shy about taking your life and your head. In this character and in Anna May Wong character, they all get categorized as a dragon lady.
Don't fuck with a dragon lady because she will fuck you up real good.
Up to the current, it's the ethnicity that typecast you. Unless perhaps you are a half, that you will have white features.
We see this dragon lady still as feminine, but she uses her body and sexual advances to get what she wants. So she's often categorized as being aggressive, untrustworthy, mysterious, and always having an evil agenda. In Anna May Wong's character in Thief of Baghdad, she's wearing garments, covers what it needs, but it's also showing a lot of skin. And then for Lucy Liu's character, Oren Ishii, she's wearing a kimono. So a lot of the dragon ladies, they're wearing traditional Asian wear, but it's often to go back to the Orientalism that Asians are different. And then on top of that, they have a hidden compartment where there's a weapon. So sometimes you see like chopsticks or a hair clip used as a weapon. Oftentimes, these dragon ladies are known to be cunning and deceitful, emotionally and sexually cold, and threatens masculinity, continues to add to the narrative that Asians are seen as others. Dragon ladies actually in China is used to compliment. Dragons are to be seen as fierce, powerful, wise, and sensible leaders who are capable of taking charge. But this kind of gets warped in the American Hollywood scene. These women are often fetishized, and this actually stems into real life, where we saw in 2021 with the Atlanta spa shooting. This hypersexualized stereotype is not only harmful. Do you think this trope used in Hollywood was intentionally good at first?
I can see how at first, like, yes, this is an excellent move to show, like, you know, the growth of roles for female actors, female Asian actors, where, like, we show the growth in the industry, but also showcase, you know, a different side of you, right? To really showcase, like, hey, you can be, I'll just say the acronym, BAMF, you can be a BAMF, right?
The bad guy is particularly Asian. It can be, like, I would say, demeaning that your role is up to that limit only, or it can be just part of that racism kind of orientation.
Well, yes, at first, this is excellent because, you know, it shows depth of role, but at the same time, I can see how much more harm it can do for Asian women and Asian femmes, because some people are just like, yo, that's attractive. I like this. Give me more. I like a girl who can fight back. And that just drives the Orientalism and like fetishizing even deeper. So roles like this, like, well, yes, like it can be great for representation. We just have to be mindful of like the impacts it can have in society. Can we do it in a way that flips it so that the narrative is still like, you know, Asian women are very powerful, they're not like to be messed with, and this is not your past to like hypersexualize them.
Well, it's a two-edged sword. It's give Asian women visibility and the extreme character. And on the other hand, it continues a stereotype that is not really true. It limits someone to go further and really know what is the humanity of being Asian.
The narrative has gotten better with time. I can imagine seeing like a powerful like dragon lady narrative like Lucy Liu's portrayal in Kill Bill 2 back in the time of Anna May Wong.